Yeah, I have shared the screen. Can you see NetBeans?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now what I will do is all those Java database connectivity steps, I will show you the execution of it. I want you all to carefully observe. If possible, note down. Otherwise, fine. I'll try to make the steps later in the Word file. Okay, let us start from creating a new project. So I'll just say File, New Project. Take normal Java application. Don't take Java Web. So take a normal Java application. I just say Next. I give it a name as VK JDBC demo. So name of my project is VK JDBC demo. I just, yeah, it is asking me whether I should create down. Can you see this screen here? Project
Yes, ma'am.
creation. Yeah, down it is asking me create main class with the same name again. I mean create a class with the same name. So it will create a project for me. Also, it will create a class for me. And inside that class, it will create a main class. Otherwise, also you can just uncheck this. Better uncheck and I'll just finish. We will not take the class which it has created. Now, can you see the left panel of the screen where I see the project names? Yes, Aditi, can you see the left side?
Yes, ma'am, I can see.
Yes. Aditya and Rishikesh should answer so that then I'll understand whether there is any problem.
Ma'am,
Yes, can you?
Rishikesh, ma'am, you have to unmute Rishikesh.
I had done that anyways, Aditi. You just keep answering. Left side screen, can you see the projects?
Yes, ma'am, I can see.
Yeah. So VK JDBC demo is the name of the project and it has got source package in that. Every project I create will have a source package that is default package. So what I will do, I have to create a new class now. So I'll right click on it. I'll say new and I'll take a Java class. Now this class I will just name something. I'll just say VKJD. The name of my class is VKJD and I'll just say finish. So this class is ready now. If I would have created any package, it would have uh, given the package name. Now it is VKJD is the class name. Now I'll do public static void main and then string args. Yeah. Aditi, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I've created a main method and yes. Inside the main method, now I have to start Java database connectivity. Now for that first, before that, let me show you what I have created. In before going to this, what I have done is I had taken Oracle. Anyways, I will not show you that. I will just tell you orally. I have taken SQL and I have created a file emp there employee. Better show you that. Yeah. Can you see my SQL screen here?
Yes, ma'am.
DBMS, yes. So what I want you to show, what I want to show you here. Yeah, I'll just show you that I have created a table called as student with two fields. So I'll just show you. Select star from student. Can you see my table here?
Yes, ma'am, I
There
can
are
see.
two fields, name and PHNO. Name has a data type varchar. Same way, PHNO also has a data type varchar. So initially, I created a table with two fields, both of the data type varchar, and I have also inserted the records in that. Now, after I did that, now what I want to do is, through my Java program, I want to display these records in the Java output. So for that, again, I'll take you back to my NetBeans. So here in the NetBeans now, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In the NetBeans now, what I have done is I have taken a main program. Here I will start. As you all know that whenever we connect through Java database connectivity, there is one exception which I must handle. So that's why I enclose my program in the try block. So let me first, what is our first step? Step one is load the drivers. So for loading the driver, as you all know, yesterday's, if you can recollect, I had used class.forName. So class.forName, and inside that, I have to use uh, the library. So for using what you can say this connection, Java database connectivity, I must use one jar file. What is that I have to use? I have to use Java database connectivity jar file. Now, whenever Java has to get connected with any of the databases, for example, may it be Oracle or may it be SQL Server, it requires a special kind of jar files for each of the database management systems. Yeah, it requires special jar files. So either you can download that jar file or it will exist with the Oracle installation itself. Now what I have done is I have downloaded that from the internet. I have downloaded odbc6.jar. I will show you that later. Right now, what I have to do is once I download that jar file, I have to specify it here. Normally for Oracle, that class name is same, that I have to use oracle dot jdbc dot driver dot oracle driver. So this is that I have to add the classes oracle jdbc dot driver dot oracle driver. So this is my first step, that I have to load the drivers. Now I have put that in the try block. If my loading of the driver is successful, I just temporary, I want to display a message that drivers are loaded. So I'll just use driver loaded. Okay, so this is there. When the try block, or you can say when this step is successful, this will get displayed. If there is an exception in this line only, this line will not, the down line will not get displayed. The control, if there is any error in the loading of the drivers, it will take me to the catch section. So in the catch section, I want to catch one exception which is called as class not found exception, because if it cannot find that particular class, then it will give the exception. Now actually in the final program, I'm not using all these exceptions, but now I want to show you specifically how it gives or catches all these exceptions. So in the catch block, what I want to do is I want to again display a message, the reverse of this. If there is any problem in loading of the drivers, it will take me to the catch block. So in the catch block, I want to display a message, driver not loaded. Is it clear to you?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm not going to take all the steps in the program. I'm going to show you step by step. So I have just taken the first step, that is loading of the driver with class.forName, and then If the driver is not loaded, it will display a message driver not loaded because I've done catch block. Now, still I have not added or included the jar file in my project. So see, the expected output is it will show me drivers not loaded. I want to show you that. So the moment I run this down, can you see the output, Aditi?
Yes, ma'am, I can see.
Yeah, driver not loaded. So driver not loaded in the sense it is not loading the driver. That means I have just skipped one step. Now carefully observe what is that step. Now at the left side where I have created my project, can you see the project here, VK JDBC demo? In
Yes.
that, in each of this project, the moment I create or as the default package gets created, down you can see that there is one folder which automatically gets created and that folder name is libraries. Can you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now what you have to do is just explore that. That means click on the plus. By default, it has added the library of JDK 1.8. But in that JDK 1.8, this particular class libraries do not exist. So I have to add them additionally with the help of jar file. So what I have to do, I have to right click on the libraries and I have to say add library. The moment I say add library, and now here the existing libraries names it will show. Then what I will do is, since I have to create a new library, I'll just say create and I will just give it a name as VK demo lib. VK demo lib is the name of the library. I'll just say okay. Now what I have to do? In that library, I have to add jar files. Jars are the extra files or additional external files that are required for this Java database connectivity. Now these jar files are released by the Oracle itself. Now the moment I click on add jar files, it will take me to browse. That means to the locations in my system. In my system, I have downloaded that jar file in my folder. So can you see here there are two jar files. One is OJDBC, that is Oracle JDBC 14-10, and then there is Oracle JDBC 6. I recommend you to use this jar file OJDBC 6. Now for your exam, don't worry, in the lab, this jar file will be automatically added and it will be ready for you. But if you want to try it at your home, what you have to do is you have to download this OJDBC 6 jar file from the website. In the website, it asks you for the registration. You just register, it is free of cost. It will not ask you for any charges. So register, you just have to fill up the form, and after you fill the form, you will be able to download this jar file. Once you download the jar file, save that in a known location, and here when you say add library and add jar files, you have to select this jar file. I just click on add jar. Now, can you see the location of that jar file is automatically added here? I just have to say OK. I say add library. Now here in the library section left side, you can see that the library has got added, which is called as VK demo lib. Can you see that?
Yes.
I'm asking Aditi, that means she's representing all the students today. So here VK demo lib. This library is showing me this jar file. What is there in this jar file? Now, can you see here in class.forName we have used oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. That is nothing but all these packages are there in this library. Can you see your oracle.jdbc package
Yes,
left
ma'am.
side?
Yes, ma'am.
I have clicked on the plus symbol. So inside Oracle JDBC package, these are the class names. Now, which class name I'm using? Yeah, now I'm not using oracle.jdbc. I'm using oracle.jdbc.driver. Sorry. So I will take down and I will explore this oracle.jdbc.driver. This is just for verification. You don't have to do this step compulsorily. I'm just showing you why it is required. Once you add the library, you have to search for that whether this Oracle driver class present is present here. If you scroll alphabetically, you will find, yeah, Oracle driver. Yeah, can you see here
Yes, ma'am.
Oracle driver class? This class exists in the package oracle.jdbc.driver Oracle library. Oracle driver. Now this was not there in the default, so I've added it externally. Now once you are confirmed with this, once you are, assured that this exists, now you should be sure that it will work for you. Earlier, when I executed my program, it had shown driver not loaded. Still that output is there. Can you see here down
Yes.
in the output part? Now, after I have added these libraries, now see when I run this, now you can see the difference in the execution. What execution it is showing? Driver
Driver
loaded.
loaded.
Why? Because I added that library here. Now my first step will be successful only when I add this jar file. Is it clear to you? Yes. Now
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
go to the step 2. So step 2 is, what is the step 2? Connection. I have to
Connect
create a connection object. So I just say connection con is equal to, then I use
driver manager.
driver manager. Very good. So I use a class driver manager, but that driver manager class exists in one package. I have to import that package first. So let me just import that. Which package I have to import? Import java.sql dot star. So that package contains all this. Now driver manager dot, what is the method we had used? Get connection. Now driver manager dot get connection, then I have to pass a connection string here. This connection string will connect me to my database. Now this connection string, from where will I get? So to get that connection string, again I have to go back to this left side. All of you are here at the left side section.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now here what I will do is, I have my BK demo. Select that. Click on the services tab. Can you see your services tab?
Yes.
First tab is projects. Second tab is files. Third tab is services. Click on the services. Did you understand where did I click?
Yes, ma'am.
Now once I clicked on the services tab, here you can see that my all project name, earlier it was showing me, now it is not showing me those project names. It shows the options such as Java DB, then it shows something called as drivers. Now this drivers section I have to click on. So I'll click on that plus symbol of drivers section. Once I click on the plus symbol or driver section, I will get various options called as Java DB Embedded, Java DB Network, etc. So I have to go to Oracle. So in Oracle, there are two sections. One is OCI and Thin. I have to click on Thin. Now Thin, because this version Oracle 10G will support this Thin, what you can say, driver. So I'll click on Oracle Thin. I have to right click and I have to say connect using. What I have to do? I went to services. Inside that there is drivers section. Explore the driver section. I'll get Oracle Thin. Inside Oracle Thin, right click on that. I'll get connect using. The moment I click on connect using, I'll get a new connection wizard. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditi, can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Wizard. Yeah. This dialog box is asking me, it is giving me driver name. Driver name is Oracle Thin. Then it localhost. Now my database exists on the same PC. That's why it is said localhost. If my database exists on some other PC and I want to connect my Java program to that database, I have to give the IP address here. Right now, I've just said localhost. Localhost means my PC. Service ID it is giving as XC, that is extended edition. Don't worry about it. You just have to concentrate on username and password part. As you all know that username for my database is system. So you have to change that HR username to system and password to GCC. The moment you change it, you just have to click on test connection. Can you see this button here?
Yes.
Click on test connection. If the connection is successful, down it will show me a message called as connection succeeded. Can you see here connection succeeded message? I have
Yes,
highlighted.
ma'am.
Yes, the moment you get this connection succeeded message, what you have to do is you have to just finish it, and before finishing, just you can copy this part. Can you see this JDBC URL part?
Yes, ma'am.
JDBC colon oracle colon thin, then at localhost, then colon 1521 colon XC. You have to copy this part. So that will be the oracle URL. Now I'll just finish this. It will show me the message unable because already connection exists. I have done that. Once you do the connection in your NetBeans, it will remain forever. So now I will just give that uh, driver name here inside my program. My control is there in the program. I give Oracle XC driver name. This is my first parameter. Second parameter is the username. What is the username? I have system and then Oracle. Now instead of typing, what I will do is I will just copy it from my previous program. Yeah. So all the three parameters I have pasted. You can see here. My first parameter is same JDBC colon Oracle thin localhost XC, then comma, then double quote. The username is the second parameter. Third parameter is the password, that is GCC, given in double quotes. All the three parameters should be given in double quotes. Clear with that? So now I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
created that connection. Now, again, this connection requires one exception to handle. So that's why it is giving me in the red line. So anyway, I have given a try block. I just have to catch that exception, which will catch that exception, which will, what you can say, object from my connection. So that exception is nothing but SQL connection, SQL exception. So I'll just say SQL exception. Why I'm catching this exception? Because if there is any problem in my connectivity, then I can exactly know what is the problem. Oh, it is showing me running out of the time, 10 minutes remaining. Anyways, I hope at least half of the part I'll be able to do today. System dot out dot. I'll give println connection failed. So if there is any problem in the connection, it will show connection failed. If the connection is successful, it will show connection successful. Where it will show? Yeah, first I have to give semicolon. Then I'll press enter. Yeah, in this line, if the connection is successful, I want to display a message connection established. Clear? Now I will save my program and I'll execute only this part. So I'll be ensured whether the connection is successful. Can you see the output driver loaded and connection established? That means both my steps have been successful. Now what is the third step? Step 3 is to create a statement object. So first I'll not take a prepared statement. I'll just take a normal statement object. So I'll just say statement S is equal to, how do I create a statement? I use my connection object name con dot. I'll just say create statement. So this is the method which will create a statement object. Clear with that? Now step
Yes, ma'am.
4. Step 4 is I take this connect statement object to execute the query. So what is the statement object name? S dot. What I want to do, I want to just display the record. So I use a method called as execute query. Yeah, before that, the stored whatever when the query will execute, it will return me a result set. So I have to store that in a result set. So I just say result set rs equal to s dot what? Execute. Moment I say x dot, it will show me. I'm sorry. Yeah, execute query. Now inside execute query, I have to pass the parameter of that statement what I want to display. So I'll just say select star from student is my table name. You have to give the proper table name, otherwise it will give error again. So I created a result set. Now after I created a result step, my step 5 will be to display the values from the result set. To display the values, I use while loop. I say while rs dot next. That means till the next record exists, what I want to do is I want to display. So for displaying, I've used system.out.println. So I will just copy it. Okay, this is to save time. I'll just copy. Yeah, what I want to display, I want to display each of the values. So system.out.println rs.getString. Why getString? Because my first column name is in my table student. I have name as the first field and phone number as the second field. Both are of the type varchar. So what I've done, rs.getString, the first column, and then space, and rs.getString is the second column. So for every row, for every record, it will display both the column values in the loop. And after that, what I have to do? I have to just close. What is my next step? Yeah, I have to just come down after the loop and I just have to close the connection object. For that, I just say con.close. So this is what is done. Now, as you all know, I had 5 records. So I'll just save my file. I'll just run that. Now you can see my all the records from my table which I had created in Oracle. Can you see the output here?
Yes, ma'am.
All the 5 records have been displayed. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is what I wanted to show you. Right now I've used just a normal statement object. I have not shown you prepared statement. Anyways, so statement object can also show you the record. Like for example, now what I will modify is I'll just say I don't want to display all the student. I want to just display those students whose name, whose name is Sham. So I'll just say where name is equal to Sham. So Sham is S is capital. So I give that value in the single quote. Can you see here? So what I've done in the execute query, I have modified the query with the where clause. That means it will, my result set will not contain all the records. It will contain only one record. Anyways, so I'll just run that. Now you can see the difference in the output. Connection established, but what is the output?
Sham.
Yeah, it shows only that record which is the output of my query. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is how I create a statement object. Now the same program I can modify to prepared statement. If this is clear to you, should I switch to prepared statement
Yes,
or it
ma'am,
will
you
be a
can.
confusion?
No.
Yeah. So what I will do, I will just take you to the down part, which is the statement I have to change. I'll just comment this part. What all changes I have to do? I have to use prepared statement. So for prepared statement, I use, why prepared statement is used, I'll tell you that. So prepared statement PS. So instead of normal statement, I'm using prepared statement. For creating prepared statement also I use connection object, but I don't use create statement method. I use prepare statement. So it is not prepared statement, it is prepare statement. But the moment I give prepare statement method, it asks me the SQL query here only. So what I do now, this prepare statement can execute the same statements which are given by my, I mean the same work I can do using prepared statement also. But there is additional work which prepare statement can do, which your statement object will not be able to do. So now what I am doing is I have just taken select star from student here, where at the time of object creation only. So this is one difference in the prepare statement, that the moment I create prepared statement object, it asks me to give the query. And then what I have to do in the result set, I have to say ps dot execute query. Same thing I can do, but here I need not give the query since I have already given the query above. So I can just say execute query. Did you understand the difference between statement and prepared statement? In prepared statement, at the time of object creation only, I pass the statement, and in the result set, I just say ps.execute query. If the query is select statement, I'll use execute query. If the query is insert, update or delete, I use execute update. Anyways, we'll come to that later. Right now, I will just execute. Remaining things remain same. Now can you see here, since I've used select star from student, it is showing me all the records. Can you see here?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Additional advantage what this program or this prepare statement has is, now there is last minute remaining. I don't know whether I'll be able to finish the explanation, but anyways. So select star from student, I can just say where name is equal to. Now this, I can accept a value from the user and I can give question mark here. Right now what I will do is I'll do a dummy program. I'll not just say, I'll not accept it from the user. Next class I will show you that. Right now I just can say ps dot set string, because